Last week, Pharma, NASDAQ GWPH, scored a milestone victory, as the 13-member panel at the Peripheral and Central Nervous System Drugs Advisory Committee, which met on April 19, to consider the safety and efficacy of Epidiolex, its CBD-based product, and pass along its conclusions to the FDA, gave it a unanimous decision in favor of Epidiolex. The committee, which referred to Epidiolex as cannabidiol oral solution (CBDOS), saw it as safe and efficacious in treating seizures in patients 2 years of age and older suffering from Lennox-Gastaut syndrome and Dravet syndrome. The FDA is expected to complete its review process of the Epidiolex new drug application by June 27. If approved, Epidiolex will be the first cannabis-derived FDA drug approved. Many are curious about how FDA approval of a cannabis-derived medicine will impact scheduling of cannabis, which is a Schedule I controlled substance having no currently accepted medical use and a high potential for abuse, according to the Drug Enforcement Agency, DEA. While the approval of Epidiolex will certainly lay the foundation for a challenge to the descheduling of the underlying plant from which CBD is derived, or even CBD itself, the DEA can schedule it differently from cannabis itself. Pharma expects the drug, if approved, to be Schedule IV, similar to many sleep or pain medications. The DEA will have up to 90 days upon FDA approval to schedule Epidiolex, assuming Health and Human Services provides it with a recommendation concurrently with the FDA approval. The law further states that the 90-day time frame starts the later of 1. The date DEA receives the HHS Scientific and Medical Evaluation Scheduling Recommendation, or 2. The date DEA receives notice of the NDA approval by HHS. In addition, the law specifies that the rulemaking shall become immediately effective as an interim final rule without requiring the DEA to demonstrate good cause. Therefore, most recently, the DEA took more than 90 days to schedule Syndrose, a synthetic THC oral solution developed by Insys Therapeutics, that was approved by the FDA on July 1, 2016. The DEA issued an interim ruling on March 23, 2017 that was finalized in late 2017, though this delay was likely because of the abuse potential of Syndrose, a rapid-acting product that required additional information. Brightfield Group, a market research firm based in Chicago, expects CBD products to grow from 5% of U.S. cannabis sales today to 12% by 2021, and this doesn't include the pharmaceutical channel that would open up with the approval of Epidiolex. The firm tracks several different distribution channels and suggests that total CBD sales of $288 million in 2017 grew 65% and predicts the entire category to grow 76% in 2018 to $505 million. In 2017, it estimates the share of each distribution channel. Most of the demand for CBD is from consumers or patients who suffer from anxiety, insomnia or sleep problems, joint pain and inflammation and depression, according to a study conducted by Brightfield Group and Hellomed. In their survey, they learned that only 2% of the respondents cited epilepsy is the medical condition they were seeking to relieve. With only a small amount of the overall CBD business likely tied to the treatment of epilepsy, Epidiolex doesn't appear to offer a threat to current CBD providers, except perhaps In that narrow category, Epidiolex, if approved, will be indicated only for patients suffering from LGS or Dravet syndrome, though doctors would be able to prescribe it for additional indications. Most analysts expect that there could be significant off-label activity, as doctors treat patients who suffer from other forms of epilepsy or possibly other indications. Pharma is study Epidiolex to treat tuberous sclerosis complex and infantile spasms. One of the big advantages of Epidiolex is that it will likely be covered by insurance companies, a distinct advantage over traditional medical cannabis that will likely overcome any sort of cost advantage that dispensary or mail-order CBD might offer. Epidiolex is expected to have an annual cost of $30,000 or more. Additionally, quality control is likely to push potential patients to adopt FDA-approved Epidiolex over other sources of CBD.